Hey guys, you're watching Boondockin' with Dennis. Good morning. We had some rain this morning. When I first woke up, it wasn't particularly foggy, so that was weird. And then, just as I got done getting washed up and getting ready to run into Wally World, it started raining. And then I got a text from Luciano requesting sunflower seeds and any hot food, but burgers will do. So Luciano got his sunflower seeds and two double meat burgers from Whataburger with fries and a large Coke. And I'm still working on my morning coffee. Good morning. There's an egret out there. I just want to make sure no cars are coming up behind us. Good morning, Mr. Egret. He's on to a fish. You know, the videos have been all fog and mist the last few days. But we've had a lot of moments just like this where the sun kind of comes out and everything gets pretty. I'm on Fulton Beach Road in the Twin Cities, Rockport, Fulton. And it's 72 degrees mid December. That's not bad at all. I don't mean to bring up negative subjects, but you know what? I do mean to bring up a negative subject. Like December, there's your black eyed Susan still hanging in there. Barely, but they're there. Okay, nothing behind me, something coming towards me. I had a friend that traveled about a month ago, older than me, good guy. He and his wife went to some tourist places. They both picked up COVID. Fortunately, they seemed to recover from that, no problems. Sick for a few days, feeling like crap for 2 weeks, but all in all, no problems. And they just went away again this past week to another tourist place, and now they both have the flu. So there's a lot of things you got to be aware of when you go to high people places, high attendance places, places with a lot of people. You get around 1,000 people, 10 of them could be sick, could be the flu, could be COVID, could be anything. So you really got to watch yourself, especially if you're older or have any pre existing conditions. I haven't been sick lately. I've had days that I call old people days, where you're just like, ooh, I feel kind of run down today. There's your postcard. Get your money back, folks. There's your postcard right there. So just be aware when you're out and about. We don't all have to live in fear, but we should try to live in common sense. I have friends right now who have family members that are ill with various things and everything from the flu to COVID to cancer to, everything else that goes wrong in life. Seems like everyone's struggling in some way. My one buddy told me to occasionally, and I haven't done it in a while, take your cup of coffee. and it's from McDonald's this morning. That's a free one. Show the water, show the coffee. Show the water, show the coffee. Coffee smells like coffee. It's actually an Americana. That's what I could get for free today. And smells like an Americana. And the bay has no smell today. 72 degrees. I don't know what the wind is. I'm thinking 7 or 8 miles an hour. And you can see out there, way out there by St. Joe's Island, San Jose Island, where it is raining. You can actually see the water coming down. That's pretty neat. That's pretty common down here. You can see the weather far away. But I remember being out in Arizona and Utah, which is a lot of mountains, but there's also vast areas where you can see a great distance, you know. Growing up in Pennsylvania, you didn't always have clear views of the sky. A lot of trees. A lot of trees. And that's awesome too. My cousin David up in Maine is like a registered guide and hunts compound bow and, you know, hunts moose and deer and, you know, whatever season it is, and really a gifted artist. And he also learned how to do taxidermy. His specialty is fish. Really talented guy. And I mean, he's always out in the woods, and he was late, like really late, like 8 hours. And the trails there's a sign-in book where you're supposed to sign in. You know, here's my name, here's my address, here's my phone number. I got on this trail at so and so, and David was missing, and they tracked him down. They tracked down where he signed in at, you know, right where he was supposed to. But he wasn't missing or anything. It turned out he had a panic attack, and I didn't even know this existed. He would have panic attacks in wide open areas. This guy was so used to being in the woods in Maine that when he would get to a huge clearing and have to cross it, which is pretty rare in Maine, he would have panic attacks. Now, he didn't have these panic. He was also a hiker, and I forget the name of the mountains up there that he would hike. I haven't been up there since I was 22. But that's turned out what happened. He had a panic attack where he was just frozen, had food, had water, had no injuries. You know, he's an Army vet, and he's the guy that you wouldn't think would have any trouble surviving out in the woods. And he was just frozen with a panic attack. And he got home safe. He got home safe on his own. He didn't know there was people out looking for him. So I always thought that was, and there's a name for it that eludes me right now. But I didn't know things like that existed. I don't know a lot. There's a reason I live in my truck. Here you go.
I named my horse Mayo. Mayo neighs.
All right, I don't get that one. I named my horse Mayo. Mayonnaise. I got it. Nays, like a horse neighs. That is a dad joke. He should have laughed harder at that one, though. I have a list of people that I have met the last few days. It's in my phone. Doesn't help me at all right now, does it? Next video, I'll have a longer list of people to say hello to. A little bit of rain happening. It's weird. There's no rain on my windshield, but I can feel water hitting my arm. I guess there's a little rain on my windshield. I was watching a good video last night, and it was about, you know, a guy who travels. He's been doing it for 13 years, and his average month expenses is $887 a month. And then at the end, he said, well, that doesn't include gas. And I'm like, well, that's probably doubles the price right there, you know? And what I try to do is challenge myself not to spend money. And this morning I bought things in Walmart, but previous to that, I had gone 5 days without spending any money except Luciano's money to buy Luciano things. And I know you might say, well, what about Friday feast? I don't always eat Friday feast on a Friday. I get the food, film it, eat it, and then I have the video ahead of time. It's actually pretty rare that I do film a Friday feast on a Friday because I just don't have enough time. It does take a little bit of editing and things like that. Taco Tuesday is usually a Tuesday because they're usually shorter videos, and I never even think about Taco Tuesday until it's Tuesday. And you've seen my videos. Some days I don't even think about it till Wednesday. Is it Taco Tuesday yet? So Taco Tuesday will be the next time I spend money. That's it's not mine. Luciano has been eating well. With this rain and mist, he hasn't gone to the table, the picnic table. In the one video you saw, he got barbacoa. The very next day, he got his world famous 16-piece chicken strip with 4 rolls and white gravy. And then the third day, 2 double meat Whataburgers, French fries, and a large Coke. And those of you who say he shouldn't be eating that food, you're probably right. It's his money. He's a grown man. I don't need to be lectured for it, okay? Unless you want me to take his money when he wants me to buy him a pizza, and I just drop him off fruits and vegetables. And I think he would catch on to that pretty quick. Look at this guy in the middle of the road up here. Doesn't even have a YouTube channel. Okay. What are we looking at, I wonder? I wonder what we were looking at. Or is this just a pretty spot? Good morning. I feel like there's something good here everyone's looking at and I'm missing it. I see a blue heron. I see a Eugene. You guys want to see the Eugene? I'm going to wrap this sucker up. Oh, here comes the truck. We'll wait for the truck to go by. Everyone's turning around. The water is a pretty color today. There's a big rock right there that we do not want to hit. So we're going to back up and then go forward again. And of course, everyone that we just passed turned around as well. So we'll see. We'll see if we can catch the Eugene. And here comes another. There's a Eugene right there. Right at the end of the fence post, guys. Don't anyone be scared. A truck's going to come by. Oh, he moved out to the water. There you go. There's a Eugene right there. There's another postcard. These houses there are pretty cool. Hey guys, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to end the video now. Hey Marilyn. There you go, buddy. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.